Whoop, might be moving. What
morning.
up? This is
Good afternoon.
This is late today. This is Gatorade with the Grockers.
Yeah. Well, or if you want a little midday coffee, go ahead and get that pot going. Do a little pause.
We were going to drink another cup right now. Yeah, our bellies aren't doing as well as we would hope this morning.
Yeah, so we got to take it easy on the coffee this morning.
Yep. Early in on this video, you guys know that I can go on rants and talk about whatever. So, one thing I do want to bring up, which this is something I think would be near and dear to a lot of people. Everybody knows Ma, and everyone knows Grill Sergeant. Most people know Grill Sergeant.
See, before we even do the coffee, I never know what we're going to talk about.
But you know what I'm
now
talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about.
So, everybody, for the most part, knows Grill Sergeant. Well...
That's my stepdad.
Yeah, which he was in the wedding video. He was the one...
Grill Sergeant it up.
And if you've been around a while, you definitely know who he is. He is doing a marathon in New York? Chicago?
And I believe it's in October. But...
So, hold on. Let's discuss what it's for.
That's what I was about to say. So, little backstory is my stepsister, so his daughter, had leukemia, and she's 10-year survivor this year.
And she is a little bit younger than you?
Yeah, she got diagnosed whenever she was very young. It was maybe she was 18, maybe 19. She's now a nurse. I think late 20s. I'm really bad with ages. I don't know how old she is now.
Here in the Tulsa area.
Yeah. So she's running, and so Mike's kind of do that for her, but then also Mike's mom passed away from colon cancer, and then my mom's mom passed away from pancreatic cancer. So he's doing this run. It's a cancer run.
Yeah.
And he's doing it for everybody.
Yeah. It's kind of a, I'm trying to think in the right moment, a fundraiser to, I don't know all the details, but I read it and I can't remember fully, but it's to help further research and to help fund stuff and all of that. It's not just I want to go run whatever. My family, there's been a lot of cancer, and it's been something that, we've lost quite a few people in our family, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching may have cancer or know people, and so he's doing this run, and it's, again, it's a fundraiser, so we're going to put a link down in the comment and the description if you guys would like to help donate. Don't feel obligated, and don't do it, especially if it's like your last little bit of money. But if you can afford it and maybe would like to donate to a good cause, we'll put the link down below. Again, it's near and dear to us as well. And plus, you guys know, Ma and Grill Sergeant have really been there for us. And, for, I was going to say his real name, for Grill Sergeant, y'all wouldn't understand what we're talking about. For Grill Sergeant to do this, it is awesome. I can't go run no marathon. I can't do that. So all I could do is my part and donate and spread the awareness of it and stuff. So we won't talk about it this whole time or anything, but if you guys would like to donate, one, you're helping a big cause that's, clearly everyone is aware of, and then two, it's something near and dear to us and, our families, and then it's helping Grill Sergeant meet his goal, trying to, it would be different if it was like, help our niece's cheerleading squad. It's like, that'd be cool, we would love to help or whatever, but this is more of, hey, if you can, let's help, Grill Sergeant meet the goal because it is for a really good cause. Again, if you can afford it, we definitely appreciate it. But if not, just maybe sharing the link or just commenting down below. Maybe you've gone through it or know someone. Maybe just reading through the comments will help other people that just found out maybe they have cancer or one of their family members. I don't know. Something near and dear to a lot of people's hearts, and we think it's awesome that Grill Sergeant is going to run this, and then his daughter
Allie
is going to be running in it as well, and so it's just a cool thing. You guys know that we do get pretty personal on here, even sometimes if we don't really think we're going to. The whole, I believe it was the last video, just got deep and went into our whole marriage and all sorts of stuff. But one of the things that I really like that I see is comments, and we talked about the meetup and our friends coming and stuff like that. Well, some people took it as if they read the titles and stuff too literal, and then they just take it that way. So they're like friends, and like they're you don't care, you don't whatever. That's not what any of it is. But I personally like seeing the comments, because we always say, like, we don't understand why people even like us or why people watch or whatever. And it was great. He's been around for a long time. He's been to like pretty much all the meetups except this last one. He couldn't make it, but he just said, I'm still trying to figure out why I watch you guys, but I do know a big part of it is because you're just real, you're not fake. And part of being real and not fake is opening up and putting whatever is on our mind. Look at that hair. You look real southern right now with that big hair. It's a little piece on the side here, but it was that. It was one piece, but from the front, it looked like, dang, girl, you trying to be from the South. But not being fake is opening up and just whatever is on our mind. And today, that's kind of, what it is. And that's part of it, I guess, is what we want to talk about. We did get some rain around here, and as most people that went to the meetup realize, if it rains at night, we don't know. We sleep through it all, and at the meetup, there were some crazy rains. I don't know if it's been raining more. It seems like the deck and everything's dry, but the ground is still, like, not muddy, but it's still fairly wet.
Yeah, which normally here, it rains, and then the ground is immediately dry.
Yeah.
So for it to stay wet.
Yeah.
Must have been a lot, or it's just every night and we
something
don't know.
Real heavy dew. But this, I think, is the time for us to try to go get some grass seed that is good right now while the ground is real moist. Throw it out, and
I thought you were about to say do more T-posts.
That would be too. We do have a lot. We were just talking about that with the animal. We're like, man, we wish we could get them out there, but that would just be so much work of
that we don't have time for.
Yeah, correct.
Again, I don't know, just want to get this house going, want to get in the house so bad.
Yeah.
But it is like once you start working on it, then it takes your time away from other things, and then you look around, and you're like, well, then this and this and this needs to be done. It's how do you work on the house when you got 50 million other things to do? Yeah,
without running out of money, because you have to hire everything out, and it's so expensive to hire everything out. So we need to finish up the front fence. We kind of temporarily fixed the issue with the electric fencing, but that's kind of not staying up too well now. We have so much to do. How do you really prioritize and get it done? And then also with this could just be us, but you'll get burnt out real quick if you don't take time to yourself and enjoy some of it. And again, with the meetup, that really was a massive reminder of like why we do what we do, who we are making videos for. They're not for us to just I mean, to an extent, it's awesome to go back and watch, but we're not making home videos just to put online just for fun. We do it to try to put it out there and have entertainment for people, or maybe teach people how to do certain things or
what
whatever.
not to do.
Yeah. And so it's, how do we entertain? If y'all just hearing crunch, and it's Lucy.
Lucy, she got a bone.
She couldn't pick any other spot. She'd be right here. But how do we pick and choose what to do and how to keep it interesting and all this stuff? So I've been thinking a lot lately. It's like, I just want to go camping. I want to go fishing. I just, I had fun at the meetup. All this stuff. But all of that, you still got to throw in building the grain bin. You still got to throw in doing the fence and trying to get the driveway done up and get all this cleared over here. And I mean, we have only burnt so much of the stumps because we did it right before the meetup, and then we couldn't keep them burning because we weren't here. So it's, and then it was raining, and then it was just soaked, and all the stuff. So it's like, how do you truly, this is one of the big things that like could beat up someone that wants to do this type of lifestyle. Maybe not even film and be on YouTube, but like, how do you keep, especially from the beginning, how do you get it all without just being burnt out? How do you do it all on a budget? How do you,
I think step number 1 is don't get animals yet.
No. And if you already have them, get rid of them.
Yeah. That's, focus on yourself first, then do that.
Yeah,
but,
and slowly expand it.
Yeah.
Don't bite off more than you can chew. If you can buy a property that's already ready, that's your best bet, but it costs so much money. And we realize the reason most people probably watch this is because they want to live a lifestyle that isn't already built up and costs $1 million.
Yeah. And then, again, that's like our whole thing, too, is to be able to get away from the city or the suburban, whatever, and live sustainably for cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, again, not having a mortgage and going down that whole route.
Yeah. Also, it's like, we see it in comments, but then also, we got it from people at the meetup and stuff. They're like, start making your videos longer. Like, we wish they were longer. At this point, if we make them longer, we can only post maybe once, maybe twice a week, just because so much work. So basically, that's what someone, I forgot who it was saying at the meetup. They're like, I don't think people realize like how much goes into a video, that you may have, hours of footage, but you make a 10-minute video out of it because no one wants to watch you like completely frame up a whole thing over and over and over. So you have hours and hours and hours of work to make a short video. So to make longer videos, we would have to post a lot less. And I know we've asked this before and all that, but where do we go with that? Do we keep the videos shorter and make them a lot more, not daily vlogging the Crockers, but like keep them more regular? Or do we just do like one big video and post it a week, but it's like an hour long? I don't know. I'm just making this up. But, do something like that. It's hard for us to even to consider that and really know which way to go, because sometimes when you're working, a lot of it might be driving and going picking up lumber, and then you only have so much time to actually fully build and do stuff. Or say if it rains a lot, your lumber's soaked because we couldn't get it all covered, or whatever the case may be. It's hard to, as like a content creator, figure out the right thing.
Well, we did discover doing like a Monday video, a Wednesday live, and a Friday video is a lot easier
than a Monday, Wednesday, Friday normal video.
Yeah, well, a Monday, Wednesday, and then go live Friday. Just like the spacing out of it is a lot easier to be able to put content out in general.
Yeah.
Are we going live tonight?
I think we might be. If it even works. And that's another thing. We've been having issues where it doesn't even work very well out here. And then now, for whatever reason, it's got to be up and down and not, sideways. So we're rolling with the punches, and we're trying to figure it out. And doing these meetups and stuff really is a big factor in not so much of, yes, it is hanging out and having fun and getting to know people, but also like, my big thing is always asking Mama, like, there's a lot of dove now.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear that?
But it's asking people like, okay, were you searching and found us? Did we randomly pop up? And then what made you stick around? Were you searching tiny house? Were you searching off grid? Were you searching homestead? Were you searching, whatever? Again, was it just recommended? It's an interesting thing to hear it directly, straight face to face, and then hearing people, saying, hey, make videos longer. Hey, this. And I mean, we get it when we watch someone on a regular basis and it's a short video. We're like, oh man, it's like watching a TV show that is super short. But it's just, we got to figure out what works best for us and what gives you guys what you guys want. And luckily for us, luckily and not luckily, we have side channels. And this channel, we get to sit and talk and we don't have to do anything. We can just sit and talk and tell you how we feel, and you get to know us a little bit more. Crocker Life is a little bit more
just us goofing
around. Sometimes it's behind the scenes of what you didn't get to see, that type of stuff. And then the Crockers is supposed to be like our main content. This is what it is. But I feel like over, I guess I don't really know how long, months, it kind of has dwindled down to Crocker Life is pretty much feeding animals. And
it's been just this past month, really.
Yeah, but then I'll just say it's been months where the Crockers is more of just like, hey guys, today we're building this part, and then it's like that's it, and we're not really showing anything extra. So that is like the beauty of the Crocker Life. Now the not so beautiful side of it is it's a lot of content to fulfill. But would you guys? I know people are gonna say, well, we'll watch anything you post, but just be truly honest. Say on the Crockers, we start making longer videos and we're showing a little bit more of our daily thing, like maybe in the morning it's us cooking a little bit of breakfast or something, and then we show a little bit of the animals, and then it's building, and then it shows us working on something. I don't know what, the tractor breaks, we're working on that, and it jumps in and we're trying to finish this part or whatever.
A little bit more of a mesh.
Yeah, a little bit of a mesh of everything. Or y'all think it's better off just, hey,
keep it separate.
Be like, hey, this whole video you're working on the front porch, and hopefully start to finish that week you finish the project, and keep it that. And then on the Crocker Life is more of all the other stuff. What do you think is more interesting as a viewer? I know there's certain people that say, well, watch whatever, but we do appreciate that, but we do know that you are the loyals, but there's people out there that aren't loyal, that only want to watch certain things. So it's like, as a viewer, what do you think is more interesting? And then also it's like, clearly, if we only post, say, once a week for the Crockers, and then we're doing the Crocker Life stuff is kind of behind the scenes in our daily life, we can spend more time to ourselves. I'm only editing one video a week rather than multiple. I don't know. We're just kind of in a point where
I feel like we do go through this every couple months. It's like, all right, how do we do this? We really haven't got it dialed in yet.
We haven't, but I think this is the difference.
You airing out your feet, baby?
Yeah. Now I'm putting them back on. I got a little cold. I think the difference is this. Before all that, we had nothing but the best intentions of doing certain things, but we were stressed about finishing fencing and getting Lambo back and trying to get this and trying to do that, and people are upset with us because we didn't start building the grain bin, and we're trying to behind the scenes plan how we're getting married, and we're trying to, we got all this stuff going on. Will they honk?
Oh,
I feel like they're gonna honk.
It's a trash truck normally.
We just got the double wave. But I think right now we have a better mindset with stuff. We've have really, I truly think, have mentally settled down. Yeah. We're not, I'm trying to think. I guess,
the weight of it all.
Yeah, and we're not like stressing or anxious or whatever. We could really think straight and figure out what we need, and that's what we're kind of talking about this. But it's been very tough over, I'd say, the whole last year, because we weren't really comfortable, and we're not super comfortable now because we're still in the camper. We're still, we don't have just water on tap ready to go. You got to still turn the generator on. You still got to do all that. And so we're getting a lot closer, because now there is a finish line. We actually can see the light in the tunnel. We've actually started working on this, and we're actually, I guess, mentally comfortable. And so we're just, at this point, we're going to do what we feel is best, but we also want to do what you guys would like to see. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to do exactly what we see in the comments, but it'll help direct us in the right way. And one of the things, too, for us, it's been real difficult, but now is to be the best person you can be. I think you got to start mentally. You got to figure out mentally where you want to be. And we've kind of getting there, and we've kind of figured out a lot better. So now we're going to go like physically, and a big thing of that is our diet and being on the go.
Yeah.
And it's, we are adults and we can make our own decisions. We do what we want, but it's, we may drink and then drink again the next day, and then drink again the next day, and then go a week without drinking, and then drink on the weekend, and then, so I'm not good at drinking water. And so we are terrible with wanting to snack, wanting to, I have a sweet tooth.
It's just, again, the biggest thing is being on the go so much.
Well, yeah.
So it makes it hard to plan.
Yeah.
And then also, if you're out here, there's only a couple ways to cook.
Yeah.
And even just store food. But yeah, we've already talked about all that.
Well, yeah. So, but I feel like mentally now, I feel like we've kind of got it dialed in. We're at peace with a lot of things in our life. We're not stressing. We're not, there are certain things everyday life, but we're a lot better mentally. And so now we're going to work on the physical side of it. And I hope that we can accomplish that. And I think a part of that is if, we're so busy trying to pump out videos and do this and that, it is hard to, let's sit down, especially here in the camper. We have 2 little burners, and then our fridge is only so big, and then, we can barbecue, we can do stuff like that, but it's like, maybe it is best to slow it down on the YouTube side of things with certain stuff to get where we want to be, and then it gives us more of an opportunity to cook a little bit better, to maybe cook enough that we can meal prep for a couple of days or whatever it may be. I'm just glad that we are truly moving in the right direction and going after things that we really want. And I feel like they're very attainable. Huge. I felt like Trump trying to talk. But I don't know. I just feel like, again, been getting kind of personal with these videos for whatever reason. Why? I don't know. But I'm excited, I guess. And I really do feel like this is a new chapter of our life, especially being married. And we already talked about that in the last video. But I really, truly feel like this is a whole new spot and point in our life.
Yeah. It's funny, with the marriage thing, how, honestly, it is kind of different on both ends, where you feel like, a whole new start, and me, I'm like, it's always been this way. It's even even more so, for example, after we turned in the legal paperwork, on the way back, Jason was like, so is this talking about everything out here is still what you really want to do? I'm like, nothing's changed.
Well, that's not what I didn't mean it like that. It was just more of you ain't backing out now.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just more of just like truly, you can. Marriage means different things to different people, and like, I guess our big thing, or at least my big thing, or whatever was, and no, I don't think this is the way she thought, but I feel like certain people will say certain things to keep certain people happy. And it may be just like, no, I'm good. No, I'm whatever. Like, you say whatever. So whenever we did, like, we were, like, legally married, I was just, like, just rolling it back around. If there's any changes that you want to make to our life, now's the time to speak. Because if not, we're about to be like, full-blown ahead, and this is legit, like we're in it, like, now, like, fully, we were already in it, everyone
that's
knows
why I was
that,
like,
but
yeah,
it's just more of, it's,
you just checking in with your wife.
yes, but it's like, if you're dating, even if you're engaged, you're still in the dating side of it, I guess, because you're not legally married, you can up and leave at any moment. Not saying that you would, or we talked about that. It's just more of, in any relationship, you can just bye, and it doesn't matter. You just take what's yours and you just bounce. But once you get married, that's a different ball game. And the thing that we kind of talked about was
involved now.
Yeah, one of the things that we talked about was, the moment we're married, that's it. It's till death do us part. It's work it out, thick and thin, whatever. So I was just kind of circling back around of, this is your opportunity. If you just said certain things, or you've been thinking differently, or you want this or that, just speak up and let's go in that direction, whatever it may be. I just think with anything in life, the more open and honest you are, even if it's something someone doesn't want to hear, or it's raw, or it's whatever, that's going to stay more true and more where it needs to be, rather than people that will just tell you what you want to hear, or lie to you, or whatever. It's best just to be honest about every single thing, the way you feel, and
that's like,
people should just know, if people are around, they should know your intentions of it. So if people get upset, then at least you were real with them. I'd rather have people around that are real and kind of upset me from time to time because I hear what I don't want to hear, than just hear what I want to hear, but it means nothing. But
exactly.
I don't know. I really do feel like we're in a new chapter of our lives, and we've had many chapters in our lives, and some of it just blows my mind. We've been together 3 years, and it seems like a lifetime.
I know. It's crazy.
It's almost
only when people ask, they're like, "How long have you guys been together?" And I'm like,
30 years, I think.
He's got to be around 30,
something like that.
But no, it's crazy that it's 3. It's like, wow,
we've gone through a lot. And but
a lot more to go through too.
Oh yeah, but I truly feel that at this point, it's gonna get easier and easier and easier.
Especially when we're in a house.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't fully, clearly, there's a house in town, and we've had the camper, we've had the shop, build that out, we've had roofs over our head, but we haven't had a house that it's just
our home.
Correct. You and I, it's ours, it's comfortable, we have it set up the way we like it, we know it's home, we know it's home base, we know it's comfortable, we haven't had that. So once we have that, it's going to make everything else seem just like a piece of cake, because we've already gone through it all, and then now we're comfortable. And
it's even more so that's, I don't know, makes my heart super happy. It's something that we built together. And
like, physically, we truly built it together. And we built it in the way we wanted to build it, and we can look back and have such a proud moment when it's done, to just walk out and then just look at it and then walk inside and be like, holy cow, we made it. Like, we made it. We went through what most people probably couldn't handle, and we did it. And we did it within a very short time frame of our lives, and now let's go live.
Yeah.
Let's sell this place and
go live on a houseboat.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, it's a little late, but there won't be a Crocker Life video, but we'll be going live later. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
On the Crockers, but we just didn't get a chance to do it. Caught the Crockers this morning, so hopefully you guys are having a great day. And again, if you guys are interested, we'll put a link down in the description and in the comment. And don't feel obligated at all. And if you have gone through it, through cancer, or know somebody or whatever, we would love to hear your story down below. And I think it could help other people and kind of see that, you know, they're not alone in it, and people have, you know, can get through it, and that's a beautiful thing. So we got stuff to do. And hopefully you guys have a great day. Hopefully this next video we'll have on the Crockers, not the live, but after that, we'll have the entire floor pretty much where it needs to be.
And then from there,
we just go up.
Yeah.
I feel like that's almost, I was going to say the hard part. It's really not. I don't know how we're going to do the top, but we'll figure that out. All right, guys.